Good evening, everyone, especially students of primary 3C and then the parents as well. Yeah, so this is the tutorial video of computer test, computer science practical test that will be help for your end summative semester. Okay, so what you're gonna do for the exam is going to be making a slide presentation using Microsoft PowerPoint over here. Okay, so the first I think without any further ado, let's start with the tutorial video. Now, the first thing after you fire up your laptop or your computer later on is to click on the PowerPoint presentation over here. Yeah, double click and then click the blank presentation. Okay, you might want to start with your title. So you can use your own title, your own theme, or use my title. Yeah, my title is the same with your book. Yeah, okay, you can take a look at the example from your book later on. Okay, so let's make the title about the food chain. Okay, now from this point on, yeah, you can change the font, yeah, into the font of your selection, yeah, whichever is your favorite, right? Or you can also change the color, or the other option is for you to make a word art, yeah. Okay, how do you make a word art? Insert word art. Yeah, okay, click insert in your ribbon. Yeah, and then word art in the text section. Okay, okay, so you can choose which of the word art is up to your choice. Yeah, it's optional, it's up to you, whichever you prefer. For example, I want to put this one. Okay, make the same title about the food chain. Okay, now you can see the text is overlapped one with each other, so you want to remove this the green text. Okay, so you might as well delete it, for example, and then click on the other places. But then you will find the word click to add title is a bit disturbing for you. Okay, you can delete that, yeah, by clicking the text box over here. All right, so you have to move your mouse until the icon of the pointer change into this. So click the word box, and then delete in your keyboard. Okay. You can also move the word food chain over here into the middle by clicking the word text box and then move it up for a bit. Place it in the middle. Okay. Under here, you might want to make your name and then your class. Yeah. So okay, when you make the presentation, someone you have to introduce yourself too. Yeah. Bye. Okay. And then don't forget your class. Same thing, yeah. You might want to you can change the font, you can change the size, right? You can also change the color. It's up to you, yeah. Be as creative as possible later on. Okay, after this, okay, what you have to do is that you have to make a new slide, yeah. How do you make a new slide? There are two ways. First thing first, in the home section, okay, you can take a look at the icon new slide. Okay, click the arrow button over here, yeah, and then choose the slide that you need. Yeah, the title slide, title and content section, header to content and everything else. Yeah, but if you don't want to make things very difficult for you, you can also use the hotkeys over there. Yeah, the shortcut by clicking Control M in your keyboard. Hold the Control button and then M. Right now, you can change the word. Yeah, you can make up the word, the title of the second slide here about, no, not about, food chain starts with the sun. Right, same thing. Yeah, you can use the word art, or you can just change the color, you can change the font, it's up to you. Yeah, in this case I want to change it into something easy for you to read. Yeah, Comic Sans. and then lower the font for a bit, and then you might want to change the color. Yeah, okay, it's up to your preference. Yeah, okay. Now what you're supposed to do next, yeah, is to make the sun shape over here. So how do you insert the sun shape? Yeah, easy. There are two ways. Yeah, in your ribbon, click insert and then shape. So look for the sun shape. Okay, your mouse will be looking like this. Yeah, and then click, hold, and drag into the size that is up to your preference. Okay, move it to the side or move it to the middle. Yeah, you can also change the color by clicking shape format. Yeah, and then shape fill, change the color, change the outline. Yeah, whichever you prefer. Yeah, if the text box is too disturbing, yeah, you can click on the text box. Yeah, click on the line and then click delete. Okay, the other ways is for you to look for the sun icon, yeah, or the sun picture through web page. So any kind of web page will do. Yeah, any kind of web browser will do. So you can use, I'm using my Google Chrome over here. If you have Microsoft Edge or you use Microsoft, you use Mozilla Firefox, it's up to you. Yeah, whichever is available in your computer later on. So I have Google Chrome, right? And then look for the word sun. Okay, and then image. Yeah, if you want the sun to be cute, yeah, you can type sun graphic example. Yeah, so you will see all sorts of choices, sun in graphic form. Yeah, okay, I'm going to choose this one. Click on the sun, and then on your mouse click the right button, copy image. Yeah, some of your computers will be written in Indonesia. It should be Salin. Okay, so I'm copying and then move back to your PowerPoint. Okay, and then paste it by clicking Control V. Control V. So hold the Control button and then click V. So it will show up like this. If it's too big, make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, always start with the corner. Do not start with the center up or center vertical button over here, because it will shift the shape into like this, right? So it will look bad. So rather than clicking the things, yeah, clicking the buttons in the middle, so you might want to start by the corner. So it will keep this, it will keep the size. Yeah, okay. Right. So what are you going to do next after this? Yeah. Oh, before that, don't forget, yeah, whenever you want to move to another web, to your web, yeah, okay, never click close button in the middle of your process. Yeah, okay, always click minimize. Yeah, and then move to your Google Chrome. Yeah, same thing. If you want to go to your PowerPoint, click minimize, click on your PowerPoint. Yeah, okay, never click the close button. Yeah, if unless your work is finished. Okay, so what are you going to do next? What you're going to do next is to make a new slide. Yeah, so we're going to make on the third slide. Same thing. Yeah, click Control M. Okay, and then this part you will explain the process. Yeah, put chain. Talk about the process. Put chain. Yeah, you want to make the title over here. Yeah, you either want to change the font, the color. It's up to you. I'm gonna keep it like this. Okay, I'm also going to keep the bullet points over there. Yeah, so I'm gonna start with the sun, and then make the arrow button. Everything is already on your keyboard. Yeah, you can make it. Yeah, be as creative as possible. And then grass, and then zebra, for example, and then lion. So the whole thing over here is supposed to you're supposed to explain the whole process of put chain. So to make your presentation more interesting, you have to add some pictures, yeah, to make your presentation more smooth, yeah, to make it easier for your audience to understand. So you can either choose the pictures in your text in your slide before, yeah. Okay, I'm going to choose this one. Control C, copy. Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste. Move it, make it a little bit smaller. Then what you're supposed to look for next is grass. Same thing, yeah. Click on the Google Chrome or any web browser that you have, and then grass images. All right, look for the grass image. For example, I'm going to use this one. Again, copy, and then paste. Put it down here. Yeah, make it a little bit smaller. Keep going, yeah, until you find zebra and lion. All right, so we got all the pictures over here. Yeah, we have the sun, we have the grass, we have the zebra, we have the lion. So what we have left is to make the arrow, yeah, later on to show the process of the food chain. Yeah, so these pictures is supposed to help your audience to understand easier but what you're trying to explain in your presentation. So insert, shape, right button. Yeah, I'm going to choose this one. There. Make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so the arrow is supposed to be facing downwards to the grass, so therefore let's change the directions for a bit. Okay, rotate it, move it for a bit. Okay, there. Yeah, you can adjust the position of the sun also. Yeah, right. Okay, you can also change the color. Yeah, shape format. And then color. All right, so whichever color of your choices. Yeah, so what you have to do is you have to add more arrows to show the food chain. So rather than making it manually, so you can choose to click Control C to copy, and then Control V, okay, like this, and then change the direction, adjust the distance, and then same thing, click the shape, Control C, and then Control V, put it in the middle of zebra and lion. Yeah, adjust, and then therefore adjust the distance to make it more natural. So okay, after this, yeah, you have to make another slide to show that it's the end of your presentation. Okay, let's remove this and then remove this. Insert word art. I'm gonna choose this. Yeah, practically you can use anything. Yeah, any kind of font. Yeah, make it bigger. Say 72. Put it somewhere in the middle. Okay, that's it. Yeah, it's done. It's the end of the presentation. Let's take a look how you present it later on. If you want to see the result of your presentation, yeah, the result will be shown by clicking this slideshow. Yeah, on the corner. Click. Yeah, it's supposed to show your work later on. Yeah, okay, like this, and then thank you. Okay, if you feel like it's too blank, yeah, it's too much white, yeah, you can add more pictures, you can add more shapes, it's up to you. Yeah, you can add more decorations later on. All right, so I think that's it for the tutorial video of your computer science practical test. I hope that this video will find you, well, It will make it easier for you to understand the material later on. Good luck. Thank you and good night.